Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Monday. I'm so excited to be here with you today because I have a special guest with me. Diane is here, and we are actually part of an incredible summit that she is putting on this week to help you to become a more dynamic leader. Yes, yes, yes. So I will introduce her in a moment, but to refresh your memory, or perhaps just say hello, my name is Megan Nolan. I'm so grateful and honored that you are part of this incredible community. And I help high-powered women to press pause on their busy lives so that they can overcome overwhelm and stress and be more profitable and productive. And while I can help you with that using the tools of yoga, movement, breath work, all that good stuff, I do know that there's a lot more to you as a beautiful being and as a business owner. And so it's my honor to bring in special guests, including Diane, who I have with me today. And I'm going to bring her on in a minute, but I'm so excited about this summit. You, I hope, have already grabbed your free ticket. And if not, I'm going to post a link here in the chat in just a quick second, but definitely make sure to grab that and you are going to love her. So let me bring her onto the stage. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, hello. Good to see you.
Hi. I'm excited to be here.
Wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to let you share with my community, with this community, a little more about you and the work that you do. And while you do that, I'm just going to make sure that everything's happening over here on the technology side of things.
Sounds good. Well, being a high achieving woman, I think like a lot of the people in your group, I really understand what it takes to be able to manage like all the different pieces of life. And it's funny because I basically birthed my business as I birthed my first child. So over a decade ago, I became a certified coach, life coach, and I do a lot of business consulting, advising, or coaching as well. And had my first child about 3 weeks after I was certified. And so it's been quite the journey. Over the course of the past decade, I have worked with hundreds of women in a one-on-one capacity or my group programs. I've published or been part of 8 books. I have a women's community called Dynamic Women. My children are now 7 and 10. I've won multiple awards for the work I do, for my podcast, Dynamic Women, for books, for my coaching. And really the thing that kind of, as I'm going to this next decade, one of the biggest things that I want is more women to be able to fulfill their like goals, their dreams. But I keep meeting women who are like either high achieving and they're like, I want more success, but I'm burning out. Mm-hmm. Right? Or they're on the other side and they're like, I want to be a leader, but I feel intimidated, or I feel like every time I put my neck out, it gets cut. Mm. And women really need to be able to have the balance, but also have the confidence to be able to be dynamic and be leaders.
I love all of that. Yes, 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 yes to all of that. So as you all are arriving, let us know how you're doing today, how you're feeling, and are you excited to become a more dynamic leader? Yes, 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 yes. And as we go along, if you have any questions for Diane, please go ahead and put them into the chat, whether you're live or replay, and we would love to have a conversation with you. And let's make this a multi-people, multi-person conversation. So let's talk a little bit more about what it means to you to be a dynamic leader.
Yeah. And if I totally will get to that. If people want to put in the chat box also, what makes them a leader? Where are they a leader? Are they a leader in their family? Maybe in a volunteer position at work? Curious to see what type of leader they are. So dynamic leader. Now, a lot of the work I do talks about being a dynamic woman. And there are 9 pillars to being a dynamic woman based on the research I've done and kind of how I've been able to have success. Now that's in one of my programs. However, being a dynamic leader, let's really simplify that into 3 words. So the 3 words being energetic, positive, and a catalyst for change. So dynamic actually encompasses all skills, all talents. Whenever I've asked a community of women at my events, hey, what do you think it means to be dynamic? The funny thing is I get such a wide range of answers. And we could have juxtaposed answers too. We might get, I'm a great listener, I'm a great communicator, right? And those are opposites. I'm very smart in my thinking, can be analytical, problem solver. I'm very creative. So we're getting these opposites. But when we come down to being a dynamic leader, I want to really think about having the energy to be able to kind of put your vision out there and have other people follow. Also, to be positive, because there's so much negativity in the world, and people will follow others who are positive about whatever it is. You know, even if someone's really energetic and positive about doing taxes, you can get me going. You can get me going on that topic if you're positive and passionate about it. And the last is a catalyst for change, because we not only want to be changing our own actions so that we can reach our goals, but we want to then branch out and be a catalyst to change others, obviously for the positive. So energetic, positive, and a catalyst for change. Because if you're a catalyst for change too, you're riding the wave rather than feeling like you're getting hit by the tsunami as it comes through.
I love that. And I would like to meet somebody who's passionate about taxes. I don't know if I've ever met a passionate accountant, but I know you have.
I have met them. I've met people passionate about a lot of different things that I personally don't care about at all. But their energy is infectious. They are speaking so passionately and positively about their topic of choice.
I love that. I love that you bring that up, because that's one of my favorite things in life is when someone is passionate about a topic. And a lot of times it's their work, based on the work that I do. And when you can see how like lit up they get, and they get goosebumps, and I get goosebumps when I'm talking about it right now, but even when they're talking about it and seeing that vibrancy that comes forth. So I love that you include that in an element of being a dynamic leader. That's so fun. I love that. Yeah. So as you all are here, let us know, in what of those categories are you wanting to maybe step up a little bit? Maybe there's some ways that you're feeling like you're really positive with it, or that maybe you've been kind of riding the wave a little, or maybe surfing it, or maybe underneath the surface. So definitely chime in and let us know where you are at with that. So clearly you're very positively passionate about it. So why has it been part of your mission and your drive to take the time to really empower other women with these gifts and tools and strategies?
Well, I was at a conference once and I heard a stat that there are more CEOs named John than female CEOs. More CEOs with a male name, one single name, than all women CEOs combined. And that really pissed me off. Right? It just made me so mad, because I thought, why are we still in this way in the world? And we've pushed for more gender parity, more gender equality, more pay equity. We've pushed for these things. And we've started to make advancements, but the problem is COVID has pushed us back even further, because when families were looking at, okay, someone needs to be home with the kids because they're not at school, many women left the workforce because they were earning less, or because it just was a more natural fit for them to be with their children. And I thought, this is horrible that women are not able to continue to pursue their goals and their dreams, to move forward in their careers and to be those leaders because of kind of our family roles that we have. And so I really want to see more women in leadership roles. I want to see more women, even if not in a leadership role, but leading their own lives with authenticity, with power. And I also heard another stat. It was a Business Insider study that said, men and women view success differently. So men feel that they attain success through their innate skills and talents. So the skills and talents that come naturally to them. While women believe that their success comes from luck and help from others.
Quite a difference.
And I was like, no, that's so wrong. But it's actually true. Because how many times have you said to someone, wow, great job? And they said, oh, well, it's because my friend helped me. Or great job. Oh, I have an amazing team at work. And so that's also why so many women are not stepping forward and saying, hire me for that role. Give me the promotion. And I'm not saying everyone, but stats are saying that more so women are not. So I'm really passionate about having more women be leaders in their own lives or in businesses, so that we can really like move the world forward in a lot of ways, because women bring empathy. Women bring a different sense of creativity. They bring this nurturing, the teamwork, the relationship building. Not that men don't have that, but they bring so much that I know we need in the world.
Hear, hear. Yes, to all of that.
As a professional speaker as well, I get kind of ticked when I see these events where it's all men speaking.
Right.
And I think it tipped it off for me when I saw an event that was on something like how women can be better. And slate of speakers were all men. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
No.
A lot of times in my life, I can either be mad about something or I can do something about it. So I often choose to do something about it.
I love that. And I love that you're speaking to leaders in different facets, not just in the workplace environment, but also the rooster agrees, but also the different settings that we tend to find ourselves in. And so I love that you see it. I'm hearing you say as more of a tool set to thrive in whatever situation we find ourselves to be in.
Yeah, we could be the leader of our like street community, be a leader at our church. We can be a leader of our friend group. There's so many different times we can step into that leadership role. And I want women to think of more themselves as a leader, and like, where can I be a leader? How can I be a leader? Not just, oh, I'm not a leader because I'm not a manager or supervisor or CEO.
Right.
Where can I lead? And what kind of legacy do I want to leave by being that type of leader?
And really speaking to the energy that we're showing up with, and that sense of passion that you spoke to earlier, but also that conviction to goals and a determination to follow that through. And also underneath that is the recognition of the gifts that you have when you're sharing those gifts. Because what I heard you saying earlier was we're very quick to discount our own worth and our own merit because we've kind of been conditioned to just not take credit, or maybe kind of shrink back a little bit when we're in the spotlight. So what I love is that you're really speaking to empowering people to own their brilliance and to go out there and be part of whatever community and in that role of leadership, whatever that looks like in the moment. So love it.
Yeah. It's really important. And it comes, as women, we're often meant to be in community, in group. Think of, the tribal days way centuries ago, where they're sitting around the fire or sewing together, cooking together, raising children together, that we do think of the group and we do think of others. And that's something that's been built into us. And the men are the ones to provide and to step forward and to be the leaders in that way. They're conditioned to be so. We can change that stereotype. We definitely can. And for even those people that are like, oh, I don't want to be a leader. Right. But a leader can be as simple as you're sitting around a group of friends and one person decides that they're going to talk bad about someone who's not there. Are you going to sit by and let it happen? Or are you going to step up and be like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to badmouth her. She's not here. Right. That's even a moment of stepping into your leadership skills.
Absolutely. It is. And I love that. And so let us know if this is resonating for you, if you're feeling inspired, if you have any questions for Diane about leadership and really tapping into that. So I am so excited about the event that's happening this week. So would you tell us a little bit more about it? It's a free event, everybody, but there are some options to upgrade for even more amazingness. So tell us a little bit more about the summit and what inspired you to create it.
Yes. So it's called the Dynamic Women in Leadership Summit. It is for all women who want to learn how to step up and be a leader, or to build their skills in different areas of life. Because when you have the knowledge to be able to build your skills because experts are telling you how to do step by step, then you can kind of step into more of a leadership role or master those skills. So as with all of my events, when women unite, such great synergy is created. as I said before, we're not meant to be alone. We really need to be in our flock. So geese, when they fly together in the V, they have increased results, right? It's faster for them to fly. They can do it with less energy. Also, the leaders change roles, like they change who leads. Just like at the summit, there's going to be a lot of different women who are going to come and share their expertise on different topics. So we're sharing the lead. And there's also this idea in when the geese are flying that they're honking. You maybe heard them when they're honking. Well, that's the encouragement factor. And we're stronger together, right? Just like a pack, we're stronger together. And so I wanted to create another opportunity for women to get together, to be inspired by the stories of people they hear. Because when you hear stories of how others have achieved things, it can give you hope. Right? It can be like, okay, well, I can do this too. Or it can make you feel like you're not alone. A lot of times people think I'm the only one who has suffered from that, or I'm the only one who is worried about that. You're not. That's often what I hear is like, man, you're just like me. Oh, that's awesome. So they get inspired by these stories, but I also want them to be taught, like, these are the way to do it. Get off the hamster wheel. Stop thinking you have to like recreate things. It's just, why don't we put our hand out to help other women step up, right? We're not in competition. So the experts like you are going to come and teach. Yeah, teach what your core competencies are, right? I'm not trying to teach everything. I'm curating this amazing event where each woman gets to share what they love and what they're passionate about, because you're going to be more motivated to do what it is when you feel the passion. So before I continue on, Megan, why don't you just share what is the topic that you're talking about?
I would love to. Thank you. Thank you. So I will be speaking on the power of the pause, learning how to press pause in your day to reset, recharge, refresh yourself. So you actually are going to learn how to slow down. I know. It's going to be tough for some of us. It's okay.
It's hard. I agree.
But I promise it has a reward. Slowing down actually will help you to speed up, be more focused, feel more on point, be more patient, be more passionate, creative. All of that benefit comes from you when you are topped up, when you are replenished, right? Because as we know, as you've been speaking to, it's so easy for us to give and go, especially if we're kind of feeling a little bit frantic or frazzled. So really learning how to be intentional by pressing pause and learning how to take recess again. Oh, I know. Remember, we used to take those when we were children, and now as adults, we still need to take them. And you'll learn how to do that in a way that's very productive and fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, because I work with so many high achieving, driven A-type women. And even one of them, she was working 80-hour weeks and she hadn't taken her vacation in years. Her retina detached. And it was like immediate that we needed to have her take time off. But what was really funny is she was so nervous for taking time off. What am I going to do? I won't have work. What am I going to do? And we have to flip that around to me saying, I really think you just suck at having fun. You suck at having fun. And she was able to pull on that and be like, no, I don't. I'll prove you wrong. But it is that there was a fear there to even take the pause, but she was so burnt out. So I'm glad that you're talking about this so that women can every single day have that little piece in their lives so that they can be magnificent when they go out there. Right.
Absolutely.
So with the women that I'm bringing in, like you, I really want to give these inspiring and brilliant women a platform to speak. Right. I have a platform to speak. I'm so grateful for it. And I feel like it's my social responsibility also to turn it around and hand the microphone to others. So giving them the opportunity to speak, to inspire, to lead. Then when others see other women stepping up and inspiring, that gives them the opportunity to be like, oh, cool. I'm like her. I could step up into a leadership role as well. I could go and do that. I could share my expertise. And so there's so many reasons why, but I want it to be a win-win for everyone. And I hope a lot of your women in your group here that they join. As you said, it's free to attend, because I want so many women to come and to be able to learn.
I love that. I love that. Yes. So I have put the link to grab your free ticket in the comments below. So please make sure to do that. And if you know, like a biz bestie or a friend or team member, coworker that would benefit from this, that would love to learn and be empowered to be able to enhance their own leadership skills and abilities and confidence, right? It really comes back to how we feel about what we're doing, and that will affect how we're doing it. So please feel free to grab that link and share it with anybody that you feel might be interested in joining us, because as Diane said, the more the merrier, and we would love to have you there with us. So as we wrap up, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I love that you said to bring a friend, because when you are learning and growing, it's so vital to bring people with you who are in your circle. So Jim Rohn says you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And so it's crucial that those around you are also leveling up themselves, so that you have a similar language, so that you're growing together, because you don't leave anyone behind, and you want to continuously be challenged and inspired by your friends as well. So inviting others is great. And even if you're sitting there thinking, oh, I can't give 2 days to this, just register and attend in the beginning and just see where it goes. Plus, as you said, there's options to upgrade to VIP and then all access VIP. And those options give you recordings. So if you want to piece it out, I really attend live because you can interact with the speakers, but you can still get the recordings and a bunch of bonuses and gifts. I even ship a gift box to you. So check those out as well. Yeah, gift box.
Love it. And I really love what you said there, because I want to highlight that for a few reasons, because it is really important as you evolve that you have a community around you, whether they're squawking chickens or actual humans, a community around you that understands what you're going through and where you're at. And so you have that support, also being seen, being witnessed, being held, in that container, as well as the accountability of it. Because a lot of times when you are growing and you're evolving, and if you feel like the people that you're with or surrounding don't really get where you're at, it can feel like, oh, why am I even doing this? Whereas when you're in a room, like at the summit this week, with amazing women from all around the world. And how cool is that to be able to be in that container? It goes back to what you said about, we are, by human design and by human nature, we're pack animals. We like to be around other people, right? It's nice to have that container of safety and community and support and celebration around you. So definitely bring a friend, but definitely if yes, please just join us, because it's going to be incredible. So do you have anything that you would like to share to wrap up with that you feel like we didn't get to, or any last little put a bow on it before we say goodbye?
I just want to say that whether you feel like a leader or not, come. Because there could be a piece inside of you that you're like, I don't want to be a leader, but really you're dying to be. And I've seen way too many vibrant, brilliant leaders who are starting to try to fly under the radar. And so even if you're like, I'm a leader, I got this, I don't need to know anything, I really encourage you to come so that you can have like a fresh filling of energy and vibrancy to be able to continue to step in your leadership role. Because maybe you're doing great as a leader and you have your head above water, but like, for how long? Because there's a lot of pressures from society right now. So come and get that boost and make some great connections, because it'll be a smart decision and well worth your time.
Love it. Well, thank you so much, Diane. It's been really fun to chat with you today. And thank you for those of you that are here live, as well as those of you that are going to catch this later on the replay or on other channels. So please feel free to share your takeaways. Make sure to grab your spot and grab the link and bring a friend. And we will look forward to seeing you. And so just to confirm, so can you tell people the dates and the times?
Yes, so it's this Friday, June 3rd, and then Saturday, June 4th, from 9 to 5. Each interview will be 25 minutes with a 5-minute break in between, so that you have that moment to just like go use the washroom or get a drink, or just have that pause, right? That you're going to teach that, that little break time. Yeah. So join all of it, or as much as you can. And remember that there's an option to get recordings if you can't make it for some reason.
Beautiful. And to confirm, that was in Pacific Standard Time?
That is Pacific.
Okay.
Yes, is Pacific.
Yes. And so for those of you that are far out in the middle of the ocean, or perhaps in other lands where that doesn't match up with your time zone, make sure to check the time and definitely join us live for the ones that you can. And as Diane said, you'll be there at the perfect time. And, the ones that you're able to pop in for, and if you grab the upgrades, you can get the replays. So we will see you this Friday and Saturday. I can't wait. It's going to be wonderful. So again, the link is in the chat. If you have any questions for Diane after you watch this later, please feel free to drop them in the chat and I will make sure to connect you. So until then, thank you, Diane. It was lovely to chat with you.
I appreciate you bringing me into your group here. Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you, all of you amazing beings, for being part of this incredible global community. And it's such an honor to be connected with all of you and to continue to go out there and empower yourself so that you can continue to show up as that dynamic expression of you in the way that only you can do it, right? So keep it up. You are amazing. Gold stars for everybody. And we will see you very soon, and definitely see you for the summit happening this Friday and Saturday. And until next time, everybody, take good care. Bye-bye.